The INFJ personality type is thought to be rare, making up only 1 to 3% of the population. These individuals are typically introverted and people-oriented, emotional and rational, thoughtful yet at times spontaneous. INFJs are often able to read others well and see through their masks, which can be ironic because INFJs often struggle to understand themselves. Their reactions and behavior can confuse even their own intuition. The INFJ personality contains many layers and is indeed a complex one. Private and mysterious, INFJs will reveal those layers slowly, if ever at all. Let's explore some of the secrets of the rarest personality type in the world. If you like what this channel is about, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. Now let's get into it. Here are 10 secrets of the INFJ. Number 1, they are on a different wavelength. Many INFJs feel like perpetual outsiders because most people don't process information in the same way as they do. This is due to their dominant function, introverted intuition, which notices patterns related to human nature. Intuition is not always a magic power or a psychic ability, but for some INFJs, it can feel that way because it works subconsciously. Sometimes INFJs will have hunches or gut feelings they can't explain. INFJs often have difficulty explaining their sixth sense to others, which can make them feel isolated and misunderstood. Number 2, they are highly perceptive of others. Many INFJs feel like they're misunderstood by others. They often wish that someone would understand them as well as they understand other people. As perceptive individuals, INFJs are able to perceive details about others that others may not even realize they're paying attention to. However, because INFJs focus on the big picture, these small details may escape them altogether. INFJs are good at reading people, and they're often able to figure out what makes them tick. They often know when someone is lying even if they don't consciously realize it. Number 3, they absorb other people's emotions. For INFJs, it's not unusual to take on the emotions of others. They can sense the emotions of others very well, but sometimes they actually feel them in their own bodies. According to Dodge, they are particularly good at absorbing the emotions of others. They may suddenly feel grumpy, only to realize that someone in the room is feeling disgruntled too. The closer the person is emotionally to them, like a spouse or a best friend, the more likely it is that INFJ will absorb that person's mental state. For INFJs, being able to unconsciously absorb other people's emotions can be incredibly powerful. This ability can be used to help others feel better, even when they are feeling overwhelmed. Number 4, they have amazing forecasting abilities. Introverted intuition, NI, is a type of intuition that helps them see the big picture and make predictions for the future based on the patterns they've observed. Sometimes they feel like prophets or psychics, but this isn't always true. Rather, their NI helps them see what's happening in the present and predict what might happen in the future based on that information. While they can't predict with certainty what will happen, mature INFJs are able to see potential outcomes and make educated guesses about what might happen. Number 5, they are both emotional and rational. The INFJ personality type is often sensitive and emotional, but can be mistaken for the INTJ personality type. This is because their thinking function, introverted thinking, balances out their feeling function, extroverted feeling. Because of this balance, INFJs are typically quite analytical and scientific. They may enjoy careers in technology, the sciences, and research. Some people say that they don't appear to be as emotional as other types because their feeling function is dominant. This makes them balanced and well-rounded, since they can use their intuition and feeling skills in different ways. Number 6, they are creators of deep emotional intimacy. They are typically quite reserved in the presence of strangers or casual acquaintances, but this is only because they want to be able to understand and connect with others on a deeper level. Once connected, they are extremely relational. It just might take a while for this side of the INFJ to come out. Because they feel other people's pain and joy, they're able to truly walk in another person's shoes. People who are empaths tend to have strong bonds of intimacy with others. This strength may be one of the greatest assets of this personality type. Number 7, they are true introverts. This personality type is sometimes called an extroverted introvert or even ambivert. This nickname comes from the fact that they can be passionate, enthusiastic, and talkative when in the presence of someone they feel comfortable with. Introverts are typically quiet and prefer to spend time alone, but when they're fighting for a cause they believe in, they may come across as more extroverted. Introverts, however, are true introverts who need plenty of downtime to recharge their batteries. Number 8, they are sensitive. Introverted feeling makes them seek relationships that are harmonious and supportive. They care deeply about being liked and feel a strong need for positive connection in their social circles. When conflict arises, especially in close relationships, they may become very distressed. They may have trouble sleeping or concentrating, and might even feel the stress of the conflict physically in their bodies through headaches, muscle aches, and upset stomach. While it's not always easy for them to navigate conflict, they can learn how to set boundaries and stand up for their needs in a diplomatic way. This makes them well suited for roles where they need to build relationships or work with others. Number 9, they end up in one-sided relationships. They are great listeners because they truly care about others, and as introverts, they rarely feel the need to hog the spotlight. They're nicknamed the counselor personality for a good reason. Their ability to create deep emotional intimacy in relationships is a major strength. However, this also means that they are more likely to get entangled in one-sided relationships. One-sided relationships are common when one person takes more than they give. For INFJs, a one-sided relationship might look like someone who vents to them frequently but does not listen in return, or someone who takes advantage of their willingness to help. When they are in a relationship with someone who gets more enjoyment out of the relationship than they do, they find themselves feeling exhausted and emotionally drained. It's important for them to learn to choose balanced relationships that make them feel good as well. Number 10, they are looking for their soulmates. Introverted feeling types are drawn to deep connections with others. They want to be able to share their thoughts and feelings openly, and they seek out relationships in which both parties feel understood. Shallow, one-sided relationships won't do. Likewise, because they have a low energy level when it comes to socializing, INFJs need plenty of opportunities for connection. For them, finding a friend or romantic partner who matches their spiritual and emotional needs is a top priority. They often search for people with whom they share similar values and interests, and who can provide them with authentic connection, intimacy, and conversation. However, it can be difficult to create lasting relationships due to their shyness and tendency to focus on individual needs instead of building consensus. Are you an INFJ? Some of the secrets that INFJs keep are things that a lot of people can identify with, and every INFJ is going to be a little different. If you can relate to most of them, however, chances are good that you're an INFJ. If you want to be 100% sure about your type, there is an easy way to find out. Take this free personality assessment. The link is in the description, and see how closely your personality matches one of the types on the page in minutes. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.